So, Caleb, based on like what we have been talking about and where you see yourself going, to get there, what do you think you need? What's going to work best for you to actually get there?
I feel like having someone to guide me in the right direction, just because they've already been through it, they can sort of like teach me from their lessons instead of me having to go through those trials and tribulations myself.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see how that would benefit you personally because you did mention like stuff you've tried in the past didn't really work out, and there was no one there helping you, so you had to like figure everything out on your own. So
Yep.
like coaching from someone would sort of benefit you, do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely.
Mm. And besides like coaching, how did you think you'd get on? Like, just would you find the information yourself? Like, what would you like to do?
I feel like coaching would definitely benefit me. I did try learning drop shipping on YouTube, but it just it felt like I was on a treadmill, like I was just going nowhere. Like I was learning stuff, but like I don't know how to explain it. It was just I couldn't fully understand everything. It was just really hard.
Mm. No, a lot of people that do use YouTube to self-educate do run into that, and they kind of find that I don't know if you feel the same way, but one creator will do one video, and then you've got another creator doing another video, and they kind of like contradict each other, and you also have no idea if they're actually a reputable source. So
Yeah.
there's
I,
that issue.
I feel like they give you the free game just so you do sort of get confused and then like it makes you buy their course sort of thing.
Kind of like a misleading funnel to their shitty sort of course where maybe
Yeah.
maybe they have laid out some of the steps for you to take, but like you said, no one there to help you. So again, like yeah, you could go
They
and buy a
just PDF
course, but how far do you think you'd get with the course?
like a like if I bought one of their courses.
Yeah, or just a course in general, just like if you paid for access to like someone's knowledge, information about it, how far do you think you would get without the guidance?
Um like I feel like there is things that I could learn from buying someone's course, but like you don't really learn much from reading a PDF file without the understanding of what they actually mean by that. And like having no one you can ask questions to. It's just
Hmm.
sort of all written out on a piece of paper and you have to sort of figure it out for yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Like imagine, let's say back in school, all of your teachers came up to you with all the textbooks and said, "Here you go, read all of that. Let me know how
Yeah,
you get on your
exactly.
test afterwards." It would be like, but who do I ask if I've got questions? Where do I go?
Yeah, no,
Well,
100%.
okay, I guess based on what you've just told me then, that you sort of need that guidance. You need someone there to help you. I think we could help you out because
Yep.
what we do is a mentorship program. I mean, we touched on this earlier and like within the messages, but we do offer a mentorship program where we have got the coaches there and we
Yep.
have like all the knowledge. We have everything sort of laid out, kind of like a blueprint for you to follow. But if you want, I mean, it sounds like you would be a good fit for it, and we would be a good fit for you. So, do you want me to give a quick rundown of how it sort of looks onboarding?
Yeah, bro, for sure.
Alrighty. So, basically, um, what onboarding looks like is we've got a bit of a plan for people who are new to this. And you mentioned that you don't have any prior sales experience online at all, right? You've looked at dropshipping and stuff, but don't know anything about this.
Yeah.
Cool. So what we do with people who have absolutely no idea, starting from zero. is we're just going to introduce you to the knowledge aspect of things, get you familiar with sales, how everything sort of works, get you understanding sales, marketing, sort of digital marketing, and just a few other bits and bobs. And the way we often like present that is in easy to digest videos, 3 to 10 minutes long, and you get to go through that in your own time. So you can fit it around your schedule with work. Because just remind me, what was your availability with work as well?
Uh, so I've got about from like I would say 5 to 7, and then I go to the gym around 7 o'clock, and then probably get home around 9. So I'd say about an hour after that, so about like 3 hours or something.
Cool. So you've got like around 3 hours in the evening spare to sort of allocate to this, you're saying?
Yeah,
Awesome. Like that will definitely get you quite far. There's people that are doing it that only allocate 1 hour. Yes, it takes them longer to get there, see the results, but they still make it work because it's more so the consistency and actually just showing up. Because, like I said, we've got the blueprint, but it's up to you to follow it. So, do you think you could sort of be up to the task of allocating 3 hours and showing up consistently?
yeah, bro, 100%. Anything that gets me out of the situation I'm in now, I'd be happy to do.
Yeah, I mean, based on what we discussed earlier, it did sound like it was something I personally wouldn't want to stay at. And you also said you want to get out, so I guess anything you can do to get out of it, right?
Yeah, 100%, bro.
What like obviously we can't just say, "Oh, hey Caleb, just quit your job and do this," because you're gonna have to transition. You said you wanted to slowly move away from it because you want to see results first,
Yeah,
and it's not going to be an overnight thing. It's going to be you showing up, putting in the work, and doing the right thing. But if you do that, you will see results. And yeah, just starting out, surrounding you with that knowledge. And also, there's a sort of aspect of community, family, we like to say, because there's not just yourself starting out, there's plenty of other people just like yourself starting out, no knowledge whatsoever. So we'll surround you with those people, and you're sort of doing it together. You're doing it with people, you're not doing it on your own, and you've got everybody there helping you out. And we have all of this operating on a platform called School. Have you heard of that?
yeah, I have. I've seen Alex Hormozy posting talking about
Yeah, probably rolling out the back of a pickup, just a ute or some shit.
it.
But yeah, we're on School. That's where the access to all of the knowledge is, all those videos I mentioned, and the community, like the family. And if you ever get stuck, there's like this is all like the networking aspect of things. So you can reach out to people, people can reach out to you. You're doing it together. And that's like the first sort of steps getting into it. There's also a load of coaching calls that we do. 15, 15 coaching calls a week. I'm not sure if you've done any shopping elsewhere, but that's a lot. That's 3 coaching calls a day, 1 hour each. And you've got a sales session in the morning, followed by marketing. And then in the afternoon, it's going to be a group role play session. I'll dive into that in a minute. But what the sessions are where everybody sort of congregates. Everybody's on a Zoom meeting like we are now. There's like in the sales, there's about 50 people that show up. The rest are unable to make it, doing other things, which is why we record them. But in those sales sessions, everybody's sort of just listening, trying out what they've been learning, and implementing all of that knowledge that you would be picking up in the first sort of few weeks.
Yep.
Given what I've said so far, how do you sort of feel about all of that?
Yeah, that sounds awesome, bro. That sounds like it would definitely help.
How exactly would that sort of help you though?
Um, More like you said with the coaching, I feel like that would be the biggest part. And then also having the community to be able to reach out and just like help each other understand what like yeah, I feel like being around a community of like-minded people will definitely help you get further than doing it by yourself.
Yeah. You can't do this shit on your own. It's as simple as it gets. You just cannot do it on your own. It's unless you're ex-military and you've got a completely disciplined lifestyle where you just do things. It's difficult, like, but having that community aspect and mentors, people guiding you, it just it takes all the weight off your shoulders because you know you're not doing it alone, and you know there's other
Yeah.
people in the same boat as you, and it's all about making you feel comfortable. Because yeah, there's a lot to learn, and it's not an overnight thing. Like it's a complicated thing if you think about it. There's a lot to it. Yes, it's simple, but there's a few nuances here and there. And we want to make sure that people coming into the space feel comfortable, which is why we have the videos in the modules that you can do in your own time. We're not going to say, right, Caleb, you need to get all of this done by 4 weeks in, or you're booted out. That's not the case at all. Take your time, go at your own pace. If you want nudging, we can give you the nudging you need. If you don't like that, that's absolutely fine. But that's the first sort of aspect of it. Once you're getting more familiar with the knowledge and you want to start implementing it and getting better at it, you'll then use the role play sessions, which I mentioned. And have you ever heard or done a role play before?
I'm actually not too sure what a role play is.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. What a role play is, two people, and one takes the role of a closer, so one on the sales team, and the other takes the role of the prospect, somebody on the call. Now, given what you've learned in the first few weeks, you're going to be applying all of that knowledge and implementing what you've learned into a real sort of demonstration. It won't be a real call, it's just a role play, it's fake, it's just false reality. But you get to implement what you've learned. So, how do you think you would sort of benefit from that?
Yeah, I think that would be really good, bro. So, like, just getting to practice what you're learning before you jump right in the deep end and start taking on calls. I feel like, yeah, that'd be really beneficial.
100%, 100%. And that's just something you just cannot get on YouTube. Maybe you could probably join some Facebook group, but good luck trying to find someone that wants to actually do it with you.
Yeah, 100%.
And we've got, let me just get some live numbers, 420 members on school within ABC. Now, that's people from all around the world, all different time zones. So you can actually find a partner by writing a post on school, asking for
Yeah.
a role play partner. Somebody's going to say yes. There's now 419 members. I'm not sure why someone's left. But but yeah, there's a lot of people in there, and that's where like you and someone else gets to learn together. That's why I say like the community part. You're not just doing it on your own. There's other people there as well.
Yeah.
And once you get to a good level, and you're maybe a couple months in, few months in, depends on who you are, how you learn. Um, you're gonna want to start to land a role. Because at the end of the day, why do you want to do this?
Because it gets me out of my position that I'm in now and being able to have the time and location freedom.
Yeah, exactly. And you're not going to be able to do that without earning comms or actually making money. So we'll help you land a role. We show you what you can do to reach out to people and land yourself a role for whoever you want. I don't know, it could be some fitness influencer, whatever. We'll help you do that, show you the ropes. And if we see that you're doing good and you're putting in the hard work and the effort, showing up, doing all the work that's required and implementing, then the mentors will see that because they see you every day or every day you'll show up and it will be recognized. And they'll reach out and say, "Hey mate, look, I commend you for your efforts. You're doing pretty good. We've noticed that and we like what you're doing." And they may offer you a position on their sales agency closing team because we've
Oh,
got the academy and we've also got the sales agency where we work with other people and we help
yeah.
scale people's businesses and whatnot and do and take the sales calls for people. So there's that opportunity there as well. Not guaranteed. Depends what you do, depends how much effort you put in, but it's an option.
Yep.
So, are you with me so far? I have dumped a lot of information on you.
Yeah, no, that sounds awesome, bro. Everything you're saying is just like there's like a million doors of opportunity looking at me right now.
And like, let's say, what happens once you've landed that role? Because you told me you wanted to hit 10K a month. All right, let's fast forward. Let's say you've hit this 10K a month. Are you going to sit there and just put your feet up? No, you told me you wanted to do like scale up and go to like 20K and keep going up from there. And that's where we can give you the like more intimate mentoring. So
Yep,
like how does that sound for like the future?
that sounds awesome, bro.
Hmm. So we try to lay it out as though it's not just a one-time service. You don't just get shown the ropes and then thrown in the deep end. It's
Yep.
a lifetime access to all of it. You're going to be working alongside us. We're going to be working alongside you, making you better at what you do, so you can get there. You're going to come into all sorts of different problems, and you're going to be asking us all sorts of questions. And we want to be there to help you the whole way, not just for the first
Yeah,
six
that's
months, but
awesome.
12 months, 2 years, however long you want to be with us for. And I guess that leaves me to ask you a couple things. Have you got any questions? And what what do you think is going to be best for you?
Um, I can't really think of any questions, but
Why not?
I just can't think, bro. I feel like you've answered all my questions by just what you what you've went over. Um, and what do you mean, like the best thing for me? Like, you mean like the thing that will benefit me the most, or
Yeah, so at the end of the day, um, we're here to help. So we want to make sure that this is definitely going to be something that's good for you. And we also want to make sure that you're going to be good for us. Because I've taken a few calls where the person is just, they're just not a good fit. You can
yeah,
just tell straight away that they're not going to put in the effort. And you've shown to me that you are willing to do that. And you've told me your background. So I personally believe that you are capable of doing that. As long as you put in the work and you do show up. But like I said, it's about you and what works for you. So out of everything I have mentioned and like how you learn personally, we want to tailor this specifically to you. So how do you sort of think this would work out for you? What's going to be best?
um, I feel like having the mentor and like I said with the community, and also not only that, but like if I don't have time to join the call, then I can watch it later going through the portal.
Mm, mm. Yeah, so yeah, you won't be able to make the calls during the week whilst you're at work. So you will have to attend those recorded coaching calls. Unfortunately. But like, even if you've got any questions, you can just reach out to the mentors, ask any questions you want, and they'll get back to you. And the community as well, like that, everyone's there to help you out. There's people that have been there for a few months, just started, been there for years. There's the whole variation of ability within there. So we hope that it all works for you.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool. I guess then how would you like to sort of proceed from here? Because if you think it's going to work out for you, do you believe it's going to work for you?
Yeah, I believe that if I put in the work, like you're saying, then I can definitely make it work. This all comes down to like how committed I am, really.
It does. That's very true. And how committed are you, really?
Oh, I'm really keen to fucking like knuckle down and make this work because I'm sick of just doing the same shit every week. Feels like my day is just the same every single day. I wake up and do the same things, and I'm just not going anywhere. So I definitely feel good to be able to like break the cycle and yeah,
Mm. There's a saying, success is just a decision away. And it's so true. Because the minute you decide you want something and you get an obsession with it because you don't want to go back to your job, you don't want to experience that again. That is really the moment that your life changes. But people hate change. People really do hate change. And it's difficult because what you do is hardwired in your brain. That's who you are. It's what you've done for a while. And it does take a lot to actually adapt to that. And it's a lot of courage to actually make the change.
yeah, 100%, bro. Like people want their life to change, but they don't want to do the change that's required to be able to get that change.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. So you seem to get it, you seem to understand, you seem to want that change. You believe you can do it. You believe that it's going to help you. I believe that it's going to help you as well. So let's address the let's address the 600-pound gorilla in the room. To get all of that, to get the access to like the knowledge aspect of things, and to be able to implement that with the calls, the 15 coaching calls a week, and the community backing you, having your partners there, holding you accountable, all of that for lifetime access is just $6,000.
Yeah, okay. That sounds good, man.